Sorry I'm behind, but life took me away for a couple weeks. But I'm back. Let's jump right back into it. The final day in the life of actor Patrick Muldoon, a man whose sudden death on April 19th, 2026 stunned Hollywood and broke the hearts of fans around the world. In the hours before he passed, Patrick sent a warm, smiling video to his family, unaware it would be the last message he ever recorded. Within a single night, everything changed. This is not a story of scandal. It's a story of a life cut short, a family left grieving, and a legacy that deserves to be remembered. This is the final 24 hours of Patrick Muldoon. On April 19th, 2026, Hollywood woke up to a headline no one expected. Patrick Muldoon, actor, brother, friend, was gone. 57 years old. Healthy, active, working, laughing, filming, and then suddenly gone. His death didn't feel real. It didn't feel possible. And for the people who loved him, on screen and off, it still doesn't. Today, we retrace the final 24 hours of Patrick Muldoon's life, the last video he ever recorded, the sister who loved him most, and the legacy he left behind. The rise of a California original. Patrick Muldoon was born on September 27, 1968, in Los Angeles. A California kid with a natural charm that made people gravitate toward him. He was a football star at USC, fast, focused, disciplined, but acting called to him. And when he stepped into the world of entertainment, Hollywood noticed. He graced our screens on a few episodes of Who's the Boss in 1990. Then he played Jeff Hunter in Saved by the Bell in 1991. In 1995 and 96, he played Richard Hart on Melrose Place. His breakout role came on Days of Our Lives in 1992 until 2012, where he played Austin Reed, a character fans still remember with affection. He's remembered for Starship Troopers in 1997, where he became Xander Barkalow, the confident rival who helped define a cult classic, and was in many other movies after that. Patrick Muldoon wasn't just an actor. He was a piece of pop culture DNA, the man behind the roles. Off-screen, Patrick was exactly what fans hoped he'd be. Warm, funny, grounded, a man who remembered names, who checked in on people, who made sets feel lighter just by walking onto them. He loved surfing. He loved music. He loved his family, especially his sister. And that's where we go next. His sister. His heart. Patrick's sister wasn't just family. She was his anchor. They texted constantly. They shared jokes, memories, and updates. She was the one he trusted with his real self, the quiet moments, the vulnerable moments, the silly moments. And on the night before he died, she was the one he sent his final video to. A simple, warm message, a smile, a moment of connection. She later shared it publicly, not for attention, but because she wanted the world to see him the way she did, alive, happy, present, just hours before everything changed.
Dude, LACMA. And what do I see? It's a beautiful painting. (1622) Ignatius Loyola. Loyola. I think that's what he was thinking in the picture, actually.
The day before he died, Patrick Muldoon was out with his family, celebrating. He attended the opening of an art museum event at the LACMA in Los Angeles, laughing, taking photos, and sending a video to his sister and their family group chat. That clip, filmed on Saturday night, April 18th, 2026, would become his last recorded message to them. By the time the sun rose on Sunday, April 19th, he was back at his home in Beverly Hills, where he lived with his partner, Miriam Rothbart. According to his sister's account to TMZ and other outlets, he had coffee with Miriam that morning, then went to take a shower. We stayed in the bathroom longer than usual. Miriam went to check on him. She found him unconscious on the bathroom floor, not breathing. She immediately called 911 and tried to revive him while waiting for paramedics, but Patrick Muldoon was pronounced dead at the scene. He was 57 years old. The cause was a sudden heart attack, with no foul play or drugs involved. Days later, Shauna shared that final video from the LACMA opening publicly on Instagram. In the caption, she wrote that it was the last video my brother sent to our constant family group chat from Saturday night at LACMA opening. The clip shows him smiling, relaxed, surrounded by family, already missing from the frame in a way that hits harder now. She didn't post it for clicks. She did it so the world could see him alive, happy, and present, just hours before that sudden, irreversible moment in the bathroom. For fans, that video became a quiet symbol. A man who still had projects on the horizon, movies, productions, life plans, cut off in a single heartbeat. Patrick Muldoon wasn't fading into the past when he died. He was still active in Hollywood, with recent roles in films like Vanquish, Marlowe, and Murder at Hollow Creek, and his final film, Dirty Hands*, is scheduled for release later in 2026. He was also working behind the scenes, serving as an executive producer on one of Chris Hemsworth's upcoming projects, meaning his career was actually expanding rather than slowing down. People who worked with him over the years, from Days of Our Lives to Starship Troopers and beyond, have described him as warm, professional, and easy to work with. Tributes from co-stars and friends have focused on his kindness, humor, and the way he made people feel at ease on set. Patrick Muldoon is survived by his parents, Deanna and Patrick Muldoon Sr., and his sister, Shauna Muldoon Zappa, who has become the public voice of his family since his death. He also leaves behind his partner, Miriam Rothbart, who was with him that morning and who now carries the grief of losing the man she shared her daily life with. Reports and family statements mention that he was close to his family, and that his sister shared details of his final hours because she wanted the world to know him not just as a TV heartthrob, but as a brother, son, and friend. Patrick Muldoon died on April 19, 2026, at age 57, in his home in Beverly Hills after a sudden heart attack. There's no evidence of scandal, no substance abuse, and no foul play. Just the harsh reality that a fit, working actor could be gone in a matter of minutes. His legacy is built on decades of work. A beloved soap opera leading man, a cult film favorite in Starship Troopers, a steady presence in TV and film who kept finding new roles right up until the end. He leaves behind a sister who shared his final smile, a family that's reeling, and a fan base that remembers him from the 90s and early 2000s like he was part of their own story. Rest in peace, Patrick Muldoon. Gone too soon. Never forgotten. If you were a Patrick Muldoon fan, or if you enjoyed this video, throw me a thumb. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.